How's it going, everybody? Welcome to some more Crusader Kings 3 content. Today we're going to be starting a Let's Play of the Jimenez Sibling Rivalry Decides the Fate of Iberia. So the Fate of Iberia flavor pack just came out last month. I believe end of May was when it was released. And it's been probably over a year since the Pandya Dynasty's 7 Holy Cities run. So time to play some more Crusader Kings. I felt like I had played a bunch of it, but it's been enough time I can jump back into it. And in that time, Royal Court also came out, which definitely caused a lot of frames to be dropped, unfortunately. So I've lowered the resolution on this. It shouldn't affect what you guys are seeing. It just affects me a little bit, but that's fine. So we're going to be playing as this guy, Duke Alfonso. We're going to start a new game. Here we can see some of the additions from Fate of Iberia. So now you have these new suggestions for the 867 start, talking about the struggle for Iberia. We're not going to play as any of these guys, so I won't spend too much time on it. We're going to go over to the Iberian pieces. It doesn't matter if you do the 867 start or the 1066 start. You can still have the Fate of Iberia struggle there. So we're going to play as King Alfonso VI. I believe he's the easiest to get the Sibling Rivalry achievement, and I will show you how in this episode. So we're going to start as him. Yeah, it should tell us this. We'll overwrite this one. That's fine. I played through probably 15 minutes of the other campaign just to see if my strategy was viable, and I do believe that it is. So the first time you play, it'll give you like a little tutorial about the Iberian struggle. If we just unpause the game, it should, pop us right into it. So it tells us about the Iberian Peninsula being in turmoil. There's a great Muslim and Christian powers here, and, lots of battling occurring. So we are one of the involved participants. That's because we are one of the leaders, actually, in the involved region. So currently there's the Iberian struggle, and it contains basically the Empire of, what is it? Is it called that? Empire of Iberia? Empire of Hispania? Something like that. And there's some effects that occur. And this makes me think that they're probably going to release other struggle areas, because, they've created so many different, tags, involved, and, the little struggle options, and the struggle phase, and, a struggle region. So it makes me think they're going to add more of them. And I'll give you some more thoughts about that, I suppose, after we get a little bit more into the Fate of Iberia. So we can see that there's different effects from being in the Iberian struggle. So in terms of war, when we're fabricating claims, it costs prestige instead of gold. We can do border raids. We can do some other interactions. I mean, the nice thing is mercenaries cost a lot less, which can be really good for smaller counts, dukes trying to rise on up. If you get enough gold, you can hire some mercenaries and overthrow people. In terms of culture, we can learn new languages to gain prestige. We can grant titles to gain prestige. And increasing development of a county with a different culture increases cultural acceptance. This was, I believe, part of the royal court. And you can get cultural acceptance. But what we're going to plan to do is we're probably going to convert a lot of cultures. So not a lot of acceptance, unfortunately. So for faith effects, you can convert more cheaply. You can't declare holy wars, which is going to be kind of difficult, because that's one of the great ways to expand as a Catholic. But we can convert faith in the struggle region, so within this little Spanish peninsula, much more quickly. And interfaith marriages are available between involved characters. Now this is kind of interesting, because normally you can't do that. You cannot marry a Muslim woman as a Catholic man. So that's exciting and interesting. And there's a lot of other things. You can befriend people. You can do some claiming of thrones. Fabricate some hooks. Seems exciting. And exciting for a high intrigue character such as ourselves. So King Alfonso the Brave, He's deceitful, he's lustful, he's cynical, he's calm. So unfortunately, these are both sins, according to Catholics. So our piety is going to be way, way down, unfortunately. But we are starting off with very high intrigue. 23 is quite excellent. We're going to grab some more. We're going to go in the skullduggery focus. There's something to be said about resetting the perks, potentially. Just to go down the schemer path, so we can, you know, we're gonna try and murder people. So, like, we don't care about this seducer so much. Like, why would we care? We're a freaking king. We don't need to be seductive. Something to be said about that. In fact, we may do it depending on how easy it is to murder our brother. So, the nice thing about starting as King Alfonso is that we are the heir of King Sancho, so we can just gain the Kingdom of Castile right away. We are not the heir of King Garcia II Fernandez of Galicia, so we can't take Galicia right away, but we could murder our brother in Castile, then murder our brother in Galicia. I think we're somewhere in the succession for Navarra. Let's see. No, I'm wrong. It's a bunch of this guy's children. So we can't quite just grab Navarra right away. But grabbing 3 kingdoms right away will be really, really nice. So let us start our scheme to murder our brother. We like you, but not that much. And let's see, we got 2 people joining our scheme. That's definitely why we chose the skullduggery focus, because... Oh my goodness. Game. Thank you. So agent acceptance plus 10 makes it way easier for us to grab people who will join our plot to murder our brother. And because we don't have great murdering powers, we're going to try and marry someone who's pretty high in murdering. 21 in murdering. The French know how to murder. My goodness, vengeful. Alrighty then. So let's see, we could marry her and get an alliance with Gorlitz. Could be interesting, because we only get minus 100 prestige. But if we marry her, it's minus 300. I don't think it really matters. How much better is this lady at other skills? She probably has a better sum of all skills. I'm going to do some quick math. Yeah. Okay, she's higher. See... Oh, sorry. This is the other lady we were looking at, not her. Why'd they move around? I guess because they're all at 20. It doesn't really matter. Let's grab her, because we're just gonna want to do some murdering. Oh, she's 40 years old though. So, is she really 40? Okay, never mind. We want someone a little bit younger so we can have some potential heirs. We're going to be murdering off all of our siblings, so we need somebody to inherit. Suppose our sister, who's our spy master... Oh, she's also, like, in line for the throne. She could be out here wanting to murder us. Yeah, let's grab this lady, then. She's a little bit younger. Likely to give us some heirs. Only minus 100. So we'll grab her. We can hold court. Okay. So let's go to the hold court. So apparently the new royal court edition, like you can see here, there's a little bit of framiness. Like, I'm not seeing it on my end, but the recording is having some issues. Okay, excellent. It's a little bit better now that we don't have a guy on top of our thing. So let's hold court, increase grandeur, cost 100 prestige. Alright, so we get 3 people showing up to tell us their problems. I mean, their problems are our problems. We are the king, the royal we. Okay, so we got some people showing up. Yeah. So, like, I mean, you can just see, like, how much it slows down here. The game is not happy about so many animated characters, apparently. So my courtier, Fernando, takes a turn bending my ear before the assembled court. Glorious host, give me the honor of seeing to the arrangements of your mighty household. I will not let you down. I suppose these jobs have to be done by somebody. So we can have this person as our seneschal or the master of hunt. Who the hell is even Fernando? Just some random dude? Yeah, court jester. No, no. Who are you? Just get out of here. Villa Blino, County of Leon. Astor Leonese. So all vassals of Astor Leonese culture like us. I don't care. Get out of my sight. All right. I mean, this doesn't hurt us at all. Gets us prestige and grandeur and all sorts of nice things. Rodrigo, I have a right to the County of Leon. No, my claim is truer. You must win by the sword. I mean, Count Rodrigo is probably pretty strong. And we are probably not very strong. Yeah, we only have 8. Yeah, my claim is true. Get the hell out of here, you freaking jerk. Coming into my kingdom to say, like, you demand a county? My goodness. Well, let me make sure. I thought I said, yeah, so I'm doing this at 1080. I'm still surprised that there's just so much slowdown. So here's the wedding celebration. We're going to take some money instead of prestige. We'll get more prestige just over time. Now I want to make sure that my murder scheme is going well. We have court artifacts. I forget about my court artifacts. Here we go. Let's add them in. Large wall ornament of a house banner. And we have a holy nail. Wonderful. I'm so glad we just have somebody's nail hanging around here. Apparently some other dude has shown up. Finger bones of a king. Someone else wants to sell me some more fingers. Why not? I mean, I got a fingernail. Why not a finger bone? I gain a chastity belt artifact. Okay, that seems kind of weird. It would only make my loins burn another way. Oh, because I'm so lustful. I mean, sure, why not? Let's buy the chastity belt. Let's see how it looks on our character. So we have the chastity belt, which gives us fertility minus 100%. Spikes inside and out for the protection of you and others. This could be interesting if we, you know, have too many kids. We're like, yo, we'll put on our chastity belt. No more kids. Exciting. Fun. Is this... Yeah, that's all that we have. Okay, and... Oh, yeah, right. To our murder scheme. Let's see, who can we invite? This person will join. Wait, we have our marriage, right? Yeah, so somebody else has joined. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our wife and ask her to help us with court intrigue. Plus 10. Our intrigue must be through the roof. 36. My goodness. So now we have 70% chance. Do we have anybody else who can be convinced? We have the courtier. We have a couple courtiers. A couple dudes just walking around. Some other guy's gonna sell us something. See, at least this guy is not framey anymore. That was an issue before when I first tried recording this. So a group of Basque peddlers have brought Bulgar objects said to have come from the faraway court ruler Khan Akkad Mosca of the Dulo Khanate. This unique hammer can be yours. Fetch my coin purse! I don't know. Let's get rid of this dude, because we may have to bribe some people for our murdering. Alright, you, sir, how much do you want? 60 gold? You're in. I thought I just unpaused it. Okay, here we go. There we go. And we want to get this up to 95%. Oh, my sister-in-law would have joined. She really hates the king. Here you go. Here's some money. Okay, and we should be looking at what else our council can do. So we need to convert some faith. We'll go here to Salamanca. And, alright, before we go into the council, let's go back to the Fate of Iberia. I mean, there's so many different things I'm talking about. This is quite a first episode. But you see here, we have the Iberian struggle. This is the thing they added for Fate of Iberia. We talked about the phase effects. Now, what it can do is it can go into hostility or conciliation. And there's a bunch of different ways it can go into hostility. A lot of it is about breaking truces, revealing secrets, killing people, converting provinces, constructing, I guess, buildings and castle holdings. Okay. Doing wars, getting claims, all sorts of things can make struggle more likely. And then conciliation is actually a lot about, you know, becoming best friends, conversions, like you becoming locally converted. You can ransom people. Oh, well, that's +5. But if you release them without ransom, it's +25. And you can have feasts with people. Signing truce outside of a war? Not quite sure how that works. And constructing buildings and city holdings. So if you go for castle, that's more hostile. I guess if you're building city buildings, everyone's like, hey, this guy wants to build a market. Let's all go to the market and have a good time. Forming alliances with rulers of other faiths, sending gifts to other faiths. I mean, it's all good. All good times. But what we're going to do, so again, these are where the next phase can be. The way that it can end is 3 different ways. What we're going to go for is Leonese dominance. We're not going to talk about all these things that you're going to get. I mean, nice thing is 10,000 renown. That's huge. You get some more holy war abilities, some hostility, all these things. What we need to do is have every place of our capital kingdom, Leon, must be Castilian and Catholic. And we must hold 2 de jure kingdoms. We're going to get one from our brother pretty soon. And we need to get the struggle phase to hostility. So that's why we're trying to go down the hostile route. And we need to completely control 2 areas. And we're going to try and get Galicia from our other brother. There's the status quo where basically no one is achieving dominance. We're saying, hey, it's fine. Muslims and Catholics can live together in the Iberian Peninsula. It needs to be in the compromise phase. And yeah, we're in the opportunity phase, so nothing's really happening yet. You need to control 1 area, and then you need to, let's see. People need to like you, is I think the most important thing here. And détente, so this is where we're kind of combining both the faiths. Islam and Christianity are now together. They're brothers. They're really awesome people. Permanently allowing interfaith marriage, disabling holy wars between all the involved cultures. So everyone's we're all becoming friends here. And what we need to do is have all the other independent rulers have an alliance with us. And it needs to be in the conciliation phase. So that's where we gotta go to. We're going towards hostility. We're going to be very hostile. We want control of Hispania, which, you know, we got it. And you can only do that, I need to mention, you can only do that in either the Leonese dominance or détente. So here unlocks the creation of the Empire of Hispania, and here you can also unlock creation of Empire of Hispania. Here, the Empire of Hispania is permanently destroyed. So don't go for status quo if you're trying to do sibling rivalry. So that's why we need to convert the faith here, and we also need to set this counselor to convert the culture here in our capital city. And I think everyone else is doing fine things. We need you to... Do we support our schemes? I mean, we've already got it up to 95, at least once. Our sister-in-law joins in the murdering. So let's speed it up. We're going to just get straight to the murdering part. And basically, if you're going to do the Jimenez Sibling achievement run, I think you want to make sure that you can murder your brothers. Especially if you're going the Duke Alfonso way. Somebody's upset. A decree to leave me alone. Encouraged improvements. Increased levies. Abandoned villages. But I do gain 150 prestige, so alright. That sounds cool. So what if you have minus development growth? You're doing fine. Everybody's chill out here. So yeah, we're just speeding it along. Oh, we should go to our Archbishop. He doesn't like us. Oh no, it's at +2. Archbishop, you like us, correct? I thought he would get us more piety. No, because now he's converting faith, so he's not gaining us piety. Whatever, we don't need piety anyway. What is piety even good for? We have wars we can do. We're in line to declare to inherit things. Yes, I know we're in line to inherit things. Our brothers are out here choosing random things. The queen of somewhere. My cousin's been imprisoned for some reason. We don't know why. Doesn't really matter why. Oh, now she's out of prison. She's been released. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so good old King Sancho. He's having a bad time right now. What happened to him? His face. My goodness. My agents have acquired a discreet powder which leaves no trace when dissolved in drink. We're giving it to our good friend King Sancho. A toast to his health. We've inherited the title, and they slipped out, so nothing has been found out about us. So cheers to King Sancho. Cheers, 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 cheers. And we now control both of these kingdoms. So I'm thinking probably the quickest way to, you know, have things go our way is to actually... How many parts of the Duchy of Castile do we own? We own almost all of the parts directly, and the control is 100, which is nice. So I'm saying we go to the Duchy of Castile. Where is the county? County of Burgos. This is the... Oh my goodness, I just want to look at the land. Is this not the capital holding? No, it doesn't look like it. County of Soria? I thought if you were at the capital area... Oh, here we go. Clicked on the wrong thing. I don't know why I'm looking at frickin' Lerma. Burgos, yes. So this is the duchy building. So I'm thinking we move our capital to here. And the main reason is that if this is our primary holding, the Kingdom of Castile, then... we don't have to do as much converting of this area. Like, this kingdom should be already, if we look at culture, it's almost fully Castilian. And if we look at religion, we, you know, gotta convert these Mozarabic peoples, but it'll be a little bit easier. We don't have to culture convert everything in here. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go to Burgos. We got to move our capital here. Move the realm capital. Some buildings here may become inactive. Is that true? I don't think so. They're all like level 1. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Move the realm capital here. We now abide in Burgos. We do have to give out some land, so let's quickly give out some land. I believe character finder is F? No, character finder is C. So we want to find not rulers, people who are adults, male, don't care about all these things. We want people who are Catholics and Castilians, and we want to sort by how much they like us. Opinion of me. Oh, my courtier and friend. Good Pedro. You godless lackey. You know what? For being my friend, you're getting some lands. Here you go. Have a villa. So now these friends of ours can go convert lands. Our knight, he has a claim. Sure, you know what? You've been a good knight. Go take that land. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want Amaya. That's not in our de jure duchy. So we'll give that away to, I guess, this guy. Seems okay. And we're already converting in Salamanca. I feel like we should continue this, although I'd like to convert my own lands. But we'll grant that away to this good old Pedro. Here you go, my good sir. And now we are back to 5 out of 5 holdings. We have a ton of money that we inherited from our brother, and we're in a great position to start murdering our other brother. Look, everybody wants him to be murdered. Like, so many people joined. 4 other agents and his duke. So, things are going well. we'll end this episode here. We talked a lot about Fate of Iberia, a lot about Royal Court, a lot about framiness. But hopefully in the next episode, we can just start collecting more land and thinking how we're going to move the fate of the Iberian struggle into this hostility phase. We did murder somebody, so yeah, can kill an involved ruler. But people seem to be wanting to move this towards conciliation. Guys, we gotta stop this. We gotta get to this hostility phase. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Until next time, do remember, as always, to take care of yourself, and I'll see you later. See you.